Kentucky. And here you have another bakery. It used to be in that corner, and there you have an old bakery. So yeah, in let's say 20 years. And this is the XXL shop, you know, for people with larger figures, which, you know, I'm definitely not. I'm just a little bit, you know, husky, you know, big bones and so forth, you know. Or as would my doctor say, you know, morbidly obese. But I know I'm not fat. At least something. So yeah. Oh. Sì? Si sente la pela? Okay. And a little song for the morning walk. The song of the Malamute people, the tribe of Malamute. And I was talking earlier about, you know, that other Protestant churches, well, religious community, don't have a proper church, and this is one of those. So this is Binkošna Cerkev Center. Binkošna. What is the English word? I should know this. Adventist. So, Advent Church, okay. So yeah, I believe that the English is Adventist Church. So yeah, as you can see, it's one old building that they converted for their use. Okay, there is also Mormon Church, but okay. But I don't think that they belong under the umbrella of Protestant churches. At least here in Slovenia. Another business closed down. It used to be a rock, you know, Afghan rocks and so forth. But in last 5 years, not 5 days, you know, Airbnb started becoming very, very popular. And basically a lot of, and this is another establishment, a lot of commercial spaces and of course regular apartments became exclusively now catered for Airbnb. And this is also one of the reasons why the real estate marketing here in Ljubljana is all messed up, because, you know, people that live in Ljubljana or work in Ljubljana cannot get apartments because a lot of are now being sold and used for, you know, this temporary tourist oriented market. And you know, I didn't point out in the city center before, another bakery. So if you're ever in Slovenia or Ljubljana specifically, if you are in need of some bread, don't worry, you will find it basically on every corner. Walking and howling, multitasking. So I was talking about real estate, I believe. So in the city center you now have a situation when a lot of, let's say, small businesses, like moms or bars and so forth, close down. And all these, shops and bars are now being converted into small apartments, which means in the long term, you don't have no more of that foot traffic of regular people, the people that live in the neighborhood. Because, if there are no more shops, no more bars, there is basically, for a lot of people, there is no reason to walk there, when you have only, nothing to do except for walk. And basically this is the start, of the fall of the city center. Because, and of course another problem is also parking or access. Earlier you could see that mom basically could park in the city center, could drive into the city center, but this is just because as a shop owner she has a right basically every day between 6 a.m. and I think 10:30, they lower those thinking barriers, and let the shop owners and the local inhabitants, so the people that actually live in the center, they can get remote control or key card to get in, but the shop owners cannot. And this means also that people which are now used to comfort, they don't want to anymore come to the city center to shop, because then you have all these, let's say, grocery bags and all the stuff to carry around, and especially if you are with kids. And of course that means also less people in the city center, less opportunities for shops, and then you have a circle, and then you have basically city center exclusively catered for tourists, and they will not experience the real Ljubljana. And then you have like Alea Center, which is here in our, let's say, neighborhood, which is always packed. Why? Because people can park there. There are several stores in the mall. There is also bars and restaurants, and people prefer that. Because why? It's more convenient. Čakamo. Lady. She saw her friend lady. Ne. Ne. Ja, kar naj poje. Liza, stoj. In ste pol včeraj rešili zadevo za dvigalko. Dvigalko ste uspeli pospraviti. Ste? Ste.
Da mi je aparat ne dela. Moram zamenjati.
Baterije. No, pridi, si pogledala? Eko. Ja. No, pridi, Lizi. Eko, pridna si. Greva midva naprej, no. Sva bila v centru. Pejva, no. Dio. So yeah, let's go home. And I think that you already know this place quite well, because here is basically the area where we are present every day. We are about 500 meters from the house. So yeah, perhaps we will end on this point. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.